This is the Hammer Down Racing Report. And now your hosts, Scott Hammer and Ron Miller.
Welcome, race fans, to the Hammer Down Racing Report for Thursday, April 4th, show number 325.
Wait, it's Scott Hammer, Ron Miller, and...
That guy.
Dave Gumby Jr.
Dave Gumby Jr. joining us. I didn't know this was happening until about lunchtime today.
Surprise.
Yeah, surprise. You
were on a need-to-know basis.
It's the Hammer Down Racing Report, part of the Evergreen Podcast Network. Scott Hammer, Ron Miller, and Dave Gumby Jr. coming at you live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter from the Dominator Race Products Studio. Tonight on the show, Fremont Speedway season preview with promoter Rich Farmer, previous promoter and promoter once again, Rich Farmer.
Right.
And then something new. We're kind of expanding this year, a little bit out, east and west, north and south.
And we need to, yeah. I mean, we're charting in Australia,
well,
so...
there you go. Speaking of which, Australia and the U.S.
on
Apple Podcasts, so thanks to our U.S. listeners, Canadian listeners, we need to step it up. We kind of fell off the charts there.
Hey?
Promoter Jason Flory from Wayne County Speedway will be joining us later on tonight to give us a little preview of what's going on over at Wayne County Speedway, Orville, Ohio, I believe is where that is.
Yeah.
To the
it's pretty wet down there, too.
To the east of here. Spoiler alert, everything's canceled this weekend.
Did you see the picture I sent you from
Portsmouth? Yeah.
No,
is that the Ohio River?
Yeah, it's right on where the Cuyahoga and Ohio River join, so flooding is not unusual. But, folks, if you can find the picture of that, it is nasty.
Yeah, underwater. I think I've seen that before, though. I think that place has been underwater a few times. Coming up later on tonight, too, we will be giving away a Hammer Down Racing Report window sticker, courtesy of DCR Graphics. Just type in hashtag DCR in the comments of our Facebook Live or YouTube Live, and you will be entered to win that. How many with Big D's Pizza? We'll be giving away some Big D's Pizza a little bit later. First, we got to pay some bills, then a little bit of racing roundup before we get to Rich, who will be our first guest. Oakshade Raceway, where the fastest meet to race. Opening is Saturday night, the 27th of this month.
Of April.
Yeah, it's only a few weeks away.
Yeah.
Things are happening. The UMP Dirt Car Summer Nationals coming back to town for the birthday race on July 13th. They're also going to have the American Late Model Ironman Series Barney Oldfield race coming up Memorial Day weekend. 1,000 to win Papa Boiler Spectacular for the Dominator Superstocks on September 14th. Is Fremont racing that night?
The 14th? No, sir.
Maybe will there be some trucks that show up to try and...
The 14th is where the trucks... Yeah, well, Fremont is off on the 14th.
Okay.
Back on the 20th.
Well, the Superstock Spectacular then, September 14th at Oakshade, and then racing each and every Saturday night through the end of September, starting again the last Saturday of this month. Follow Oakshade on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or just check out oakshaderaceway.com. So, and that first show will be Sportsman, Dominator Superstocks, and Compacts. And then regular show after that will be Late Models, Sportsman, Dominator Superstocks, and Compacts.
You're certain of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Certain as the sun will come up tomorrow, and there will be an eclipse on Monday.
Yeah.
Pretty certain of it. DCR Graphics is your vinyl racing graphics provider. They do full wraps, partial wraps, number decals, sponsor decals of just about any kind. They're currently running a special to design a car for a new video game called Hammer Down Dirt Track Racing. For $20, you will get your very own late model designed by DCR Graphics, as well as an AI and selectable driver, so you can drive it or you can race against it in somebody else's car in the game once the game comes out this fall.
So you could actually wreck your own car.
You could like...
You could dump them. You could dump yourself.
I don't know if it's like a multiplayer online game. I think it will have that, so there could be somebody else in your car that's a real person driving that you're competing against online.
Well, that's pretty cool.
I'm not sure. But when that game comes out, like I said, we're going to be speaking to, I think it's TJ was his name,
right.
One of the developers when it comes out. And we'll actually be giving away a couple copies of that game.
Ooh.
So that'll be pretty cool. Your car could be in it for just $20. Get a hold of Dale at DCR Graphics. Call or text them 419-308-9523. You can check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/DCR Graphics. And also, don't forget to hit them up for one of your Hammer Down Racing Report stickers. Stick one on your race car. You can be part of the Hammer Down Racing Army, and we'll report on where you finish each and every Saturday night. Just $5 for that. He'll mail it to you or bring it to the track, and you can pick it up there. Either way, it's just $5.
Is there one on the P51 yet?
Yeah, there was one last year. We put it on the passenger's door.
Is it still there now?
As far as I know.
Well, you need to shoot us another picture.
Got to re-enlist.
You got to re-enlist. We hit the reset button on January 1st. Dominator Race Products has what you need to be in the winner's circle. Dominator with 30 years of experience to put you out front. Check out their new Ultimate Body Brace Kit, the best body mounting available. In addition to the Ultimate Body Panels, they have hood scoops, radiator fan shrouds, hood pins, and more. You can order direct from DominatorRaceProducts.com or call 419-923-6970. Dominator Race Products are also available from your local reputable race shops. Also got to mention Dittman Motorsports, Ron Miller Race Cars, Freeze Frame Photos, Victory Fuel, and Magic Moment Entertainment, also sponsors of the program tonight.
Victory Fuel.
Yes. Even Mr. Gumby has a Victory Fuel, so there you go. He said he never had it before.
Nope.
And now you have. Let's do our racing roundup before we get to our Fremont season preview.
Racing roundup.
Last weekend there actually was racing.
Oh,
Attica got the season kicked off. Friday night, Bryce Lucius winning in the 410s. Travis Stemler up there from Michigan. A few Michigan drivers.
Yeah.
Making the trip down to Attica.
And he looked good.
Yeah. Picking up the win in the late models. Jamie Miller in the 305s. It's a name you never hear in the 305. We have another giveaway.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. A large 3-item pizza and an order of wings and a 2-liter of Pepsi.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not sure what that's for. That's all I can only read the little preview part of it at the end of the show. Okay.
Scott, by the way,
we'll do that with the hashtag DCR. Then,
I had some of the wings. Spectacular.
Did you? I haven't had them.
I did.
And you didn't save me one?
There is 2 left in the refrigerator because they came with a pizza and I was just absolutely stuffed.
All right. Well, one of these days I'll get it.
Yeah.
Attica Raceway Park, we just did that. World of Outlaw, NAS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series at Thunderbird Speedway canceled due to high winds. Mother Nature not playing nice there. And Saturday night, though, they did get the show in at 81 Speedway. Rico Abreu picking up the win. Murray Bridge Speedway in Australia. Tom Payette in the speed car. That's a midget, right?
Yes, sir.
That's the translation for our
Exactly.
American audience.
Yep.
Phil Watson won in the street stock. Joel Heinrich in the wingless sprints in Albany. It was a big weekend down in Australia.
It was.
Easter weekend racing down there. Albany Speedway on Saturday, Joe Chalmers winning the late model feature. Gary Higgs in the super sedans. Bunbury Speedway on Friday, Jason Kendrick picking up the sprint car Easter extravaganza. High Tech Speedway on Sunday, Liam Williams winning in the Formula 500s. What were those again?
Like a mini sprint.
Mini sprint, okay. Johnny Ralph in the production sedan. Darren Ciasolka. Most of the names in Australia are very easy. So then we get this Darren Ciasolka. He won in the street stock, and Andrew Parks in the compacts. So congratulations to them. Perth Motorplex. On Saturday, it was Dane Kingshot picking up the win in the sprint cars. Ryan Farrell in the pro sprint car. That was the final pro sprint car feature of his career, too, I guess.
Ooh.
So went out on a good note. Premier Speedway on Saturday, Tate Frost picking up the win in the sprint cars. Jimmy May in the Super Rod and Brad Smith in the late models. Carnarvon Speedway on Saturday. Kai Blight picking up the production sedan win. So he is now the Western Australia late model champion and Western Australia production sedan champion for 2024.
Not a bad season.
No, in two different
And I'm
classes
sure they're headed back this way real soon.
You think so?
Yes.
NASCAR action on Saturday was Chandler Smith picking up the win at Richmond Raceway, and Sunday in a controversial ending there, Denny Hamlin picking up the win at Richmond. Started off on the wet weather tires, which was a little interesting.
Yeah, I think they ran.
And I think it was a pretty good first
trial.
First points race with it. I guess they did it at North Wilkesboro last year, but that was like an exhibition, the all-star deal. But this was the first points deal, and no accidents. They seem to work pretty good, I think.
And they looked good coming off the cars.
Yeah,
the pit reporters,
it wasn't like Bristol where they had the tire
The pit reporters did a good job on showing what the tires looked like.
And then at the end of the race, Martin Truex Jr. kind of lost his mind there. He's running into everybody.
It's a good thing the pace car wasn't out there.
I took a couple swipes at Kyle Larson. Larson's like, I don't know why he was mad at me. I think he was mad at Hamlin, but I was the closest car. And then he goes up and bumps Hamlin a few times.
So are we going to talk about the restart at all?
Absolutely.
Okay.
NASCAR did say, I don't know if I got that in the news or not, but they did say, I don't, but they did say he jumped the start.
But during the race, they said, well, there was no foul. And
in real time, they said it was okay. After the race and they reviewed things, they said, yeah, he jumped a little, but, what can we do? That was kind of the way I read everything into what they were saying. Yeah, he jumped, but what can we do? It was the end of the race.
So did they rewrite the rule book?
Well, the problem is they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. Because if they would have black flagged him or penalized him or whatever, then everybody's going to be like, well, NASCAR's fixing the race. They just wanted Joey Logano to win because he would have won then. So either way, they would have lost.
They could have fined him.
I fined him? Maybe, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a tough situation, but I'm glad I'm not NASCAR. I do think he jumped, and that. And Martin is.
There's a couple of
justifiably upset,
memes on Facebook of him in a foot race, also holding the starting gun in his hand.
Yeah, he was not a happy camper. What else? Oh, the Nippy 50 at Maquoketa Speedway in Iowa.
Okay.
Bobby Pierce picking up the $10,000 win Friday night, Saturday night. Ricky Thornton Jr. in the late models there, $20,000 to win for that. Let's get Rich on the phone here. Talk about some Fremont action.
Well, you're doing that. Was Scott Bloomquist in any of the Southern?
Oh, the Hunt the Front series. Yeah, I forgot to look and see where he finished.
Okay, maybe
get
Dave,
producer Dave on that. He needs something to do.
Producer Dave could help with that.
Yeah, give us an update in the comments if you would. Let's. But yeah, he's running that entire series. And I did see him down there. I saw a part of it, but I didn't get the final deal.
Was that televised at all?
I think it was. I don't remember what it was on, though. Just
Dave?
They got their own Hunt the Front TV.
Is that what maybe I just saw?
Yeah.
It might have been a video afterwards. How do I not have his number in my phone?
I don't know.
All right. There we go.
You got it?
I got it. Just don't have it saved in my phone for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully Rich didn't forget.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Well,
At the tone, please
that.
record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Rich Farmer! It's Scott Hammer, Ron Miller, and Dave Gumby with us. This is the Hammer Down Race Report. We're supposed to be talking to you. Give us a call back at this number.
Please.
Thanks. All right. Hopefully he'll get that soon. We can move on and do a little bit of news here before we get to Rich. Before we do that, let's mention Victory Fuel. It's a refreshing and natural hydration alternative that there's too many big words in this copy. It replenishes electrolytes. It's packed with vitamins, providing a boost for athletes and individuals on the go. Victory Fuel is the perfect way to stay hydrated and energized throughout
Scott,
the race day.
Let's rewrite that. It's got lots of good stuff in it, no caffeine, and it's kid-friendly.
And it's not terrible for you, yes. It's got no added coloring, caffeine, or carbonation. You can get yours today. This is Dave asked me where you can get it. Drinkvictory.com. If you use discount code DOMINATION, you support, I'm not sure if that's Shipley or it's one of the Domination race car guys. Could be actually Schlenk Jr., Baby Schlenk, as I like to call him, Carter. You can use code DOMINATION or Conley Racing, and you can support the Conleys, who were on the show a few weeks ago. You get 10% off, and you help fuel their race program as well. They get a little bit of a kickback on that. I believe DCR is another one you can use as well for Dale Cole, or DCR Graphics, which is Dale Cole. It's also available in some stores, and Big D's Pizza as well. He's got them for sale there. And he had the lemon, which I have not had, and I was told it was better than our Throttle Punch.
Really?
That we have. Yeah, that's what he said. So, if you're looking for wedding DJ entertainment, check out National Award-winning Magic Moment Entertainment. He's been in business for over 30 years. He's got no confusing packages. One price covers everything. Mr. Ron Burt works with contracts and carries liability insurance. No charge for mileage or the dance floor lights. Everything's included. One big package deal. Magic Moment Entertainment serves all of Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, and Kentucky. Call Ron today for information, 419-594-2261, or find Magic Moment Entertainment on Facebook. And if you mention the Hammer Down Racing Report, you'll save $100 off of wedding reception price. You know anybody who's getting married?
Drew Smith next year.
There you go. Drew, give him a call. Were you just texting?
Yes.
Rich? Okay, good.
He said call Shelly.
Who said that?
Fremont Speedway.
Oh. I don't have Shelly's number.
It's in the comment.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, Fremont Speedway. All right, we'll call Shelly then. Hopefully not everybody's calling Shelly, so please don't call Shelly. I suppose it'd help if I turn this up.
Hello.
Hi, is this Shelly?
Yes, it is.
Is your husband around, Mr. Farmer?
He's actually in a board meeting right now. I think they probably got tied up a little bit.
Oh,
okay.
Well, can we talk to you about Fremont? This is the Hammer Down Racing Report.
Sure, you can try.
We can try. Well, we're supposed to be doing a little season preview for Fremont Speedway, and we'll talk to you. You know what's going on, right?
Why aren't we racing? The weather's absolutely perfect.
Sorry about that. You cut in out a little bit.
Oh, okay. Why aren't
there
we?
You go.
Why aren't we racing? The weather's absolutely perfect.
Oh my gosh, it is awful. Simply awful.
As a promoter, I'm sure you're sick of hearing all the keyboard jockeys and telling you how you should run the track.
You know, it really wasn't bad this time. Rich and I have been out of the saddle per se for a while, and I was a little apprehensive about having to pull the plug on it because you kind of grow thick skin when you do this. And after you're out of it a while and you start reading some of the comments, it's a little harder to take, but everybody's been real understanding. There's just no way around it this weekend with this deal.
Yeah, I mean everybody's seen the crappy rain and cold, and
if the fans think that it's really that easy, just tell them to drive their car through their front yard, see how that works.
Yeah, it's awful, and it's been hard to even get in onto, or not even on the surface, just the grounds itself. Everything is wet. The concession stands are wet. Everything is just a mess right now, but we'll get after it and we'll get it ready for April 20th, I believe.
Yeah,
yes.
I was going to say, now you have a few weeks to kind of get any last minute touches all set and squared away. But the Eclipse deal, what you had something that going on with the Eclipse? Is that the track or the fair? What's going on with the Eclipse thing?
Well, the fairgrounds actually has a camping deal there that they're doing for the Eclipse, and we were going to do some lights out with some fireworks and some little special things for that going into the Eclipse. But we'll just have to save that for family fun night or something. I'm sure we can stick it in there somewhere.
Okay, is everything, had the weather been nice, everything ready for racing this weekend other than the track surface?
Yeah, really, I think that we're in good shape. We've got a lot of new technology, and with bringing the MyRace Pass in, and a lot of new staff. We lost a lot of the staff when we regained things, and it wasn't for any particular reason. Just most of them had been there 20 plus years. So they all, kind of thought that it was time to maybe retire. But with the new surface and the MyRace Pass, and we got all new POS systems in, and we got a lot of new stuff going on. But I really feel like we're solid. And
no thoughts of going with a virtual flagman, is there?
No, we have a flagman.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
And a good one, but some tracks around the country, and especially in Australia, are going with a virtual flagman, where there's a video terminal where the flagman used to be, and then cameras around the track.
Yeah, Rich and I actually talked about that during the off season. I think we're good with the traditional flagman. I like it. I like to have them. Tradition. I like tradition, and Fremont Speedway has that tradition, the traditional family feeling and stuff. So I kind of like to keep that.
Now, Dirt Vision is on board this year. Has Fremont had a streaming partner before?
Not really. No. I mean, we have done some live stuff, hit or miss, here or there. We did, some live radio stuff, but this collaboration with Dirt Vision is going to be new for us this year.
So what's your thoughts on that? There's been a lot of arguments on both sides of the thing that streaming is going to take butts out of the seats, but then on the other side of that, it's giving additional exposure to the racetracks, and I don't know how much income comes from that from Dirt Vision, but I'm sure there's a little bit of kickback there. I mean, was it a tough decision to make whether or not to have the streaming?
Not really. I think you kind of got to stay with the times, and people want it. I kind of lean with you with the butts in the seats, because I tend to sometimes when it's cold be one of those butts that won't be in the seat. And I like to think of myself as a diehard race fan. I know they've made it easy to stay home, and that honestly was a thought this weekend going into it, because if they're going to stream it and it's going to be 40 degrees and cold and yucky, why not sit in your living room and watch it?
Yeah. So you said some people were leaving. Is Brian Lisky coming back?
Yes, Brian's coming back.
Good.
He will be there.
That leads to my next question. Did he give you any input on what he thought about the streaming? Because he's been involved with it at Attica for a couple of years.
Not me personally. I haven't had a lot of interaction with Brian. Brian and I are actually cousins. Our dads are brothers. But we haven't got together really much during the off season. So I don't really know what Brian's feels are for the streaming.
I'm sure he liked it. He gets to be on TV.
I know he's a good announcer for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Brian does a great job. I like to think he's one of the best in the business.
So
sorry, Scott.
What? She thinks he's the best in the business. She's related to him. She's supposed to think that.
We don't always see eye to eye, though. I mean,
Oh, do tell. We want to know now.
Oh, no, I'll save that for another time.
So let's talk about the schedule at Fremont this year. I apologize if you're unprepared for this, as we were going to talk to Rich, but apparently he's tied up. What are some of the big events coming on the schedule this season?
You kind of put me on the spot on that because I personally think they're all big. Rich and I went into it at the beginning of the season with a plan. We've always wanted to make it an event, not just a race. So we have something tied to each one of our race nights. Obviously that May 27th World of Outlaw show is our marquee event.
That's
along with Jim
deal.
Ford Classic. Yeah. And we have our 2-day Jim Ford Classic there in the middle of September. But even going into April 20th, we have our Future Racers night. We have a family fun night and a superheroes night. And for me personally, I would have a hard time picking which one is.
When's the superheroes night? I missed that one.
Superheroes night is April 27th.
Oh, so that'd be the second week for you guys, assuming Mother Nature cooperates. What is the superhero night? Are people supposed to come dressed up as their favorite superheroes, or?
Oh, they can. That would be cool. But we actually have hired some superheroes to come in. We have Batman and Superman, I think Spider-Man, and of course Wonder Woman, because I wouldn't do it without Wonder Woman.
No, it would be really cool if you had Batman driving the Batmobile as the pace truck that
There
night.
you go.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
So let's see here. You got there was one night I had a question about the Trade Your Track night, where you bring a ticket from another track and you save. How much do you save for that night?
I think it's a $5 discount if you bring your ticket from another track.
And it's got to be a Saturday night track.
No, it don't have to be a Saturday night track.
Okay.
No, it can just be a local, another racetrack. We want to try to get other people out, or people from other tracks, to come out and see what we have to offer. And we like to do the same. We like to go around and visit other tracks and see, if we're missing some. Well, like I said, we've been out of the saddle for a while, so.
Could it be like Toledo Speedway, an asphalt track? Does it matter?
No, that would be fine.
Drag? How about a drag strip?
Yeah.
Okay, so any kind of racing.
I'm sorry?
Just bring your ticket stub. Is that it?
Yep. Just bring your ticket stub.
Does it have to be from this year?
It does have to be from this year.
Just thought I'd check. Cover
Who
all the
saves ticket stubs anyway, Scott? Come on.
So if I asked you what event you'd be looking forward to the most this year, you said you like them all.
I do. I like the fair race. That's always a fun race.
That always
to get out to our...
That has a lot of challenges with weather for some reason. The night that always happens. I think the past couple years it's been okay though, but
yeah, last year was good. I know a couple. Our last year there, I believe it was a lot of rain. We did a powder puff race that year, and I remember it just being a nightmare.
Shelley, I want to give you props for one thing that most other tracks don't do. You had a rundown of the weekly points, the weekly payoff, and the weekly track procedures. That was spectacular.
Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it. We're really trying hard to step up our game and make sure that we're transparent and just put out the best product that we can put out. And we know people like to see that stuff, so why not put it out there?
So,
I like to see it.
Yeah.
I thought that was
so. And we have a lot of racers listening to us. They can go to your face or your web page and click on, I think, the racer tab. And
correct.
I think it's under purse, and then all of that information shows up.
Correct. I believe you can get it on my race pass as well. Don't hold me to that. I'm still training on that. So, but I believe it might be on there as well. And we've also put it out on our social media site.
Gotcha. Got a couple other questions on some events on your schedule here. You got the flat track motorcycles on Saturday, August 10th. Is that the regular track crew going to be running that, or do they bring their own crew? I mean, is Brian going to be announcing? What can people expect for that?
I believe our crew will be there. They also, I believe, bring some staff along with them. Brian's on board with all of whatever's on our schedule. That includes all of us, including Brian Liskey. I don't know a lot of the logistics on the flat track frenzy. I know Rich is super excited about it. He wanted to not have any off weekends, so we thought we'd try to bring in some new stuff. My husband will tell you if it doesn't have a wing on it, I'm not interested in it. So I apologize if I don't have a lot lot of info on the
That's flat track. He was actually just calling, and I didn't want to cut you off there. Yeah.
Oh no, you're welcome. He's a much better talker than I am.
Let me see if I can add him in here. Let's try.
Don't go away, Shell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get both of you on here.
Well, Scott's fumbling with that. I saw a name in the rundown at Attica last week.
Wait.
Hello.
Did Rich?
Hi, is this Rich?
Yes, it is. Sorry about that, guys. I got tired.
Uh-oh.
Shelley, did Rich get your permission to run a race last weekend? Oh, I think we lost them both.
Trying to merge the calls. Do we have anybody? Hello? Wait, maybe if I do this. Hello? How about now? Anybody?
Try calling Scott again. Or Rich.
Hello? They're both showing on here. Merge calls. All right, it's not working.
That's above my pay grade.
Yeah,
I can't help.
Apparently, it doesn't work when. Let's try that again. And now my phone has locked up. We can't do anything. All right. And the weird thing is, it still says that Shelley's on hold.
Are we there now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. We were talking to Shelley, and I was trying to merge her back on. And
okay. All right. Sorry about that.
That's okay. She was just deferring to you, anyways. We were talking about the flat track motorcycle show coming up on August 10th.
Okay. Yeah.
And what was involved in that? I'd asked if it was the regular track crew or they brought in their own people. She said that you guys would be running it, but it'd be a different kind of deal. There's no cars that night, right? Just the motorcycles.
Yeah, no cars, just motorcycles. 15 classes, a couple pro classes, a couple amateur classes, that kind of stuff.
I didn't realize there was that many different classes of motorcycles. Do you have to prepare the track different for that?
Yeah, it takes a little bit of different stuff, but it's not too terrible. I met with them. They come out. We looked at the facility, made sure that everything was going to be good, and it looks like we're going to be in good shape for it. Shouldn't be too big a deal.
Cool.
They probably like the styrofoam blocks.
Actually, we still got to put straw bales up.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah.
I would think that the safer barrier is a whole lot more forgiving.
And I said something to them about just moving it up to the edge of the track, because it's not terribly hard to do that. And they're like, "Nah, we prefer straw," and so on and so forth. So they're going to do that.
Interesting. Any of your events? Do they have pre-sale tickets, or is it all just come up to the window?
No, we're actually in the process. Our race this week, we had our pre-sale up and running, but we haven't promoted it yet because we was trying to work out some bugs in it, but we got that figured out. So actually, we'll be able to have pre-sale tickets for the rest of the season. We just need to get it all laid out in the computer.
Let's talk about Rich Farmer for just a second. I had asked Shelley, did you have her permission before you climbed into a race car last weekend?
My wife would always let me drive a race car.
Okay.
That's why he married her, I bet.
She even came to the races as cold as it was. It was freezing ass cold, and she even came out to the races. And anybody that knows my wife knows that her and cold don't go side and side, right? That she hates the cold, and she come out to support me, which is pretty cool.
I've got one of those too. And she's been around for 57 years.
Yeah, well, I got a little ways to go on that. But.
Yeah, we were talking about the Dirt Vision streaming deal as well, and that, had you tried to actually race this weekend, if we didn't get as much water, that she'd be worried a lot of butts would not be in the seats because it'd be too cold for people to come out and watch. They'd just say, hey, we can watch it on Dirt Vision.
Yeah, there's people that have that mentality, and I believe that, you'd be a fool to think that it wouldn't happen, right? Mm-hmm. But ultimately, when you like for me and for our sport and for what we're doing at Fremont, I'm willing to make that sacrifice sometimes on those rough nights. I'm willing to make that sacrifice because I believe overall, a couple things. One, we need to show more people the product that we have available, right? And if we can do that via streaming and get them interested and get them to see that we put on an efficient show, we have a nice facility, we have a nice racetrack, we got things you want to come and see, then I believe that the sacrifice on those off days of the weather are worth it. And I've never done it before, so I could prove myself completely wrong. But from a marketing standpoint, what I'm able to deliver to my marketing partners, with the exposure that Dirt Vision provides, what I'm able to provide the race teams with the exposure that Dirt Vision provides and what it provides to their sponsors as well. Overall, I believe it's worth the risk on the bad weather days.
And I appreciate the Dirt Vision thing. I think streaming, if you have the option to have streaming, it gives you all that extra exposure.
So, Scott, if you're at another track announcing on a Saturday night, is there a way to call up some of the past races so you could be in basically two places at once?
Huh? I'm confused by that.
Could you watch Fremont's races?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, are they going to be
absolutely
archived?
It could.
Oh, that'd be nice. So, I see what you're saying. So, I'm busy Friday or Saturday night. I can't make it to the track. I can go and watch the Sunday or something.
Yeah, you can DVR it, or I believe you could just go on there and watch it. They keep them up for a few days, I believe, or a week or something. I don't think it doesn't go away immediately after the broadcast like the evening news.
Right. Dave Gumby's nodding his head, so yep.
Oh yeah.
Dave knows these things. I had a question of we were talking about some of the shows this year, the Trade Your Track night, the Superhero night. On May 18th, you have the GLSS versus the 305s and the stocks versus the trucks. What are the rules for the stocks? Is there track rules you're using for that? Or are you going to have it's going to be under the same format of rules that were used at the past events that that we worked with Flory
for the Showdown series.
Showdown series stuff. Yeah, it'd be under the same rules as that.
Okay. And then I noticed only one late model show, which is at the end of the season. I know Ron's disappointed in that.
Well, I can't say that I'm not disappointed in that. 25 years ago, I drove late models too. So, I've raced late models before I raced sprint cars. So it's a difficult task, right? Late model racing at Fremont is a difficult thing to do. And try to be respectful of your neighbors, right? Wayne County runs weekly late models. Oakshade runs weekly late models. They're not over here, trying to run a 410 race against me on what I do every week. So it's not very professional of me to try to run something against them either. And, traditionally, if we go back to the way I used to do it, I would run a late model show Memorial Sunday and Memorial Day, right? But unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, our schedule this year with the World of Outlaw event on Monday, we didn't feel we could race on Sunday. So we're running the double down throwdown race on Saturday, and then our Outlaw show on Monday. So it's just the late models deal is just a tough thing to get cooperation, and they own late models on Saturday nights, and we own sprint cars. So it's what it is.
And I know you haven't been promoting Fremont the past few years, but they've had a steel block late model show the past at least a couple years. Was there any talk with that series and bringing it back or not?
Yeah, there was, and we just couldn't find a date to get it all put together that worked. The only date that there was that could have worked around us was the date that we had available for the flat track deal as well. And we're back to that's Knoxville Nationals weekend, so a lot of our sprint car guys are gone, and I didn't feel like we could run a steel block late model show with trucks and no sprint cars and be successful at it. And the flat track deal, I felt brought a little bit of extra flavor, something new, something different, something that would have some immediate charge to it. So we chose that path.
That'll definitely be an interesting show to watch.
Do they have it? There been any kind of races like that in this area? I mean, I've seen it on TV.
Only at Fulton County Fairgrounds.
Do they did
Fulton County Fairgrounds, Lima Fairgrounds runs a couple flat track races a year. Fremont had one in 1996.
Ooh.
I think it was 96 or 7. Was the last time they were at Fremont.
Wow.
And that will also be on Dirt Vision?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Any changes to the purse structure or admission prices this year?
Yeah, everything has changed. Yeah, we've raised our purses across the board for all 3 divisions. This is the richest paying summer in Fremont Speedway history. So every division has got a purse increase. Every division has gotten a points fund increase. And yes, we do have a slight ticket increase and a slight pit pass increase. But we're on par with everyone else. Everybody in our same classification, if you will. So, that run 410 sprint cars primarily and that kind of thing. We're all, $20 for the front gate, 35 at the back gate, and some discount for seniors and students. But yeah, it's, as far as prize money, that nobody's ever raced for as much locally as they are this year.
We told Shelley, and I think it's worth repeating, thank you very much for all the information you put out with the purse structure, the race procedure, and the points. Every week it's going to be the same. And those are the minimum payouts. That was really cool. I think all racetracks ought to do that.
Yeah, we do our best to have a fully transparent program, right? We want you to come there, know what it's going to cost you, know what you got a chance to win, understand how our event's going to flow, what the structure is, what the rules are, what the format looks like, and we try to get it to where it's the best for everyone, not the best for someone, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah. Back to your schedule, that last show, with the Friday Fall Fest, yeah, with the late model stocks and trucks. Last time I talked to Corey, that wasn't officially one of his Showdown Series events. Has that changed, or is that still up in the air at this point?
I believe he's going to make it a Showdown Series event. Him and I talked about it a couple weeks ago at the racetrack. It sounded like it was going to be one of those. Ultimately we gotta, like I told him, some of the extras, we're going to have to scale it back some, because if you look at the timeline from the 2 days that event started in one day because of rain and ended in another day, if you look at the timeline of the 2 events, I mean, that was 13 hours at a racetrack. And that's not acceptable, right? We can't have that. So we just need to scale it back to where we got a little less of the extra stuff and get it to where it's more of a normal race night with flavor, right? With some of that stuff. But I think we're on the same page and things look like it should be good.
The us versus them atmosphere is really cool with that show.
With the dirt truck guys and the super stock guys.
Yeah.
How'd you do in that, Gumby?
I didn't race the Fremont one. I made the show, and I was actually in Florida when they had the makeup show.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, that's right.
You're no fun.
Already had a vacation planned, and the wife wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Well, Rich, we appreciate the time. I know you're a busy guy. You got like everything going on. You're involved in politics. You got your hand in with Millstream as well. What's your involvement as far as with Millstream?
Well, we're helping them out with the promotion side of things, helping them get a firm footing under them with, just different stuff, right? From insurance to concessions to, all these things. And we'd love, and I say we, my wife and I, we're race car people. We're just passionate about the sport. And when somebody like the Cogleys are coming in and they're doing what they're doing and they're making the investment they're making, we want to see them to be successful, right? Ultimately, if we all succeed, then we're all going to be in a better spot, right? Everybody can pay more, everybody can have more events, and if we can work together to make it where we have all that locally, then we can just grow. And we wanted to help them guys get their feet under them and grow in a positive light. So we got 3 races there this year with a nice variety of cars and different stuff, and see how it goes, and hopefully we make it work good and have some fun.
Their first race is going to be a real baptism by fire, being part of Ohio Speed Weeks.
Well, the first race I ever ran there in 2009 was an Ohio Speed Week sprint car race with 60 cars and a full grandstand. So I'm no stranger to that event at that place. And you got to keep in mind, I've run more races at Millstream in the last 25 years. We understand it.
Now, do you think you're familiar with the history of Millstream, especially the past 15 years or so, where things would kind of start and then stop and start and then stop? What's your gut feeling?
The common denominator is gone.
Okay.
We know that.
So
I know what you're saying.
The former owner, who was the common denominator, is no longer in any way linked to the facility. So I think all of us that were involved in promoting races there over the last 15 years are very capable people, very knowledgeable people, and could have all had great success, but we were hindered. And it's a shame it's taken as long as it has, but like they say, the windshield's bigger than the rearview mirror for a reason.
So you think this is going to stick and hopefully snowball and build into a regular deal? And I don't know if it'll be a weekly thing or just special events, but we can expect races there year after year?
I don't have any reason to think anything other than that. They're making a significant financial investment into the facility. And there is absolutely no reason to believe that it would not be successful.
Well, I know all the people down in Findlay are very
excited.
Supportive of the track.
Absolutely.
Yes. So looking forward.
Findlay's a race town, They have been for a long time.
Now, will you be racing there too this year?
I don't know that my car's qualified to race there. I don't know. I currently I wouldn't race there. I mean, just because my role there is more important to me than driving a race car. My race car driving days are for me to have some fun, and I'm not going to race weekly at Fremont or anything like that. I'll go play with my toys at Attica, and I think there's a 305 race that I can get down at Wayne County, and I'm not saying I won't race at Fremont, but it won't be on a regular basis by any means. And I'm just trying to have some fun. I'm borderline. I convinced myself that if I lost 50 pounds, I could drive a race car, and I think I can, but I didn't show it very well the other night. We kind of sucked, and we just couldn't make any speed. We were struggling and just didn't make good speed, and I ended up hurting the engine a little bit. So we'll see. I'm just glad to be able to strap in the thing and put a smile on my face with a helmet on and have some fun.
Now, with everything you have going on, do you think at some point you may get overwhelmed, with the racing, the 2 different tracks, and everything else you're involved in?
Scott, the racing is a release.
This lifestyle is normal for me.
Okay.
This is an abnormal lifestyle for most people. It's a very normal lifestyle for me. from the time I was 19 years old, we've ran at minimum of 4 businesses at one time. And this is just the life that I've chosen. And, trust me, there's days I wish I had an 8-hour-a-day factory job and clocked in, clocked out, and went home and didn't have all the stuff to think about. But at the end of the day, it's the path that my life has taken me down, and it's been one hell of a ride so far. So we'll just stick it out.
Awesome. So opening night now, again, not this weekend.
Not next weekend.
Not next week. April 20th will be opening night now, assuming Mother Nature cooperates. AFCS 410s, 305s, and the dirt trucks in action. I'm guessing 4 o'clock gates, 7 o'clock race times.
Yep, absolutely. 4 o'clock gates, 7 o'clock race times. Yep.
Awesome. And the entire schedule available at FremontOHSpeedway.com. And Rich, we again appreciate the time. And tell your wife.
Please tell Shelley that she did a great job.
She did a great job. But tell her that I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hang up on her when we kind of disconnected there.
Well, she should do this stuff more than me. Actually, I think she does a really good job at it. Sometimes she's a little bashful until she gets going, but as soon as she gets going, she rips it off pretty good. So I think sometimes more so than not, she should probably be that phone call.
Well, she stepped up there. It was unexpected that we called her, so but she filled in nice for you there.
Yeah, absolutely. She always does.
Awesome. Well, Rich, good luck this season, and I'm sure we'll see you at some point at Fremont Speedway.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank
some
you
of us
for,
more than you, Scott.
Yeah, Ron's going to be.
That's what I hear. I hear Ron's going to be one of my weekly neighbors.
Yeah. What do you think about that? He's he's going to be running against his grandson-in-law.
I'm trying to decide if the rookie of the year has an age limit.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering the same thing. Yeah, I was kind
of thinking, but I don't know. You got way too much experience at upper level stuff to take that from some young kid.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. Well, I agree with that.
Do you have any idea who's going to be running for Rookie of the Year in the dirt trucks?
I do not. At this time, I do not. But as the former dirt truck Rookie of the Year myself, I think it's pretty cool that every year we get to have somebody that gets to have that award, and it's a pretty neat deal. So.
And how old were you when you earned that?
Oh, I was 19, 20, something like that.
See, not really Ron's age.
No, he's got a couple spins around the world further than me.
Yeah.
All right, Rich, we got to let you go here. We'll appreciate it.
All right. I appreciate
Talk
it. You guys
to
have
you
a great
soon,
night.
Rich. Yep, we'll see you.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, my phone's still locked up. I'm not really sure what it's doing. It's confused. Rich Farmer there, and his wife, Shelley Farmer. Want to thank her for filling in for Rich until he got out of that board meeting there.
She did a great job.
Letting us know what's going on at Fremont this season. And as luck would have it, now Jason Flory, who's supposed to be joining us, is a no-show. I don't know. Maybe everybody canceled this week and they figured that we weren't doing the show. Yeah,
could be.
I don't know. So if anybody's got actually, you know what? His number might be here. Let's talk about Ron Miller Race Cars and what you got going on there.
Ron Miller Race Cars has been outrageously busy, Scott.
Are you going to have to rename it Ron Miller Race Trucks?
Yeah, well, we've been doing a good job with that. It's that time of year. People are going into a panic. They're going racing in a week or 2 weeks, and the store has been very busy. Like to add that we have the American Racer tires in stock for the Fremont dirt trucks, and a very, very minimal price increase. I think it was $2. No big deal.
No big deal. Hey, every $2 is a big deal. That's 2 hot dogs at Oakshade.
Hey, no.
Okay, I know. Let's. We're
going to try this.
We're going to try this number. I don't know that we'll get to talk to anybody here, but at least we can say we gave it a good old college try. Actually, call him the number on the website here because I don't have his personal phone number. It's ringing. That's a good sign.
Probably the track phone.
Probably gonna get voicemail. We can just say hey. Don't forget, contact Freeze Frame Photos for all your racing photo needs, from action shots to victory lane. I have custom print magnets, canned koozies, tumblers.
Thanks for calling Wayne County Speedway.
I thought that was actually going to be
this
somebody.
Saturday, April 6th, opening night, 2024.
No, it's rained out.
410.
Nope. You need to update that. Should we leave a message?
The pits and the general mission, both gates open at 3 o'clock. Hot laps are at 6, with racing at 7 o'clock.
This would be true if they didn't cancel.
If you'd like to leave a message, you can do so, or you can check us out on the Facebook page or WayneCountySpeedway.com. Might be able to answer some of your questions there. If not, you can message us or leave a message, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing everybody this Saturday for the season opener, Wayne County Speedway.
Nope.
No.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Wayne County Speedway, we were trying to get a hold of Jason Flory. We were supposed to have him on the show to talk about what's coming up at Wayne County Speedway this season.
Yeah. I guess we're going to have to reschedule Jason Flory.
I guess. We'll try.
Just like they are rescheduling their opening night.
I'm not sure if you can see the number or not on this, but if you can give us a call back at the number that we called from, if it's soon, because our show's going to be ending soon. Thanks. All right, bye. My phone's still doing weird things.
Well, that was interesting.
What's that?
Huh?
Yeah, well, so we tried. I was in the middle of freeze frame. They're still doing the kids' night photo giveaways every race night at Oakshade this year, where the first 50 kids that get in will get a free 4x6. To sponsor that, it costs $50. Race team, individual, business, whoever you want to.
And all that does is pay for the photos that those 50 kids get?
You get your name on the PA there. All you got to do is call Charlie. He's got a new phone number. And we did. That was what the change was last week that I forgot to make. Charlie's got a new phone number there at Freeze Frame Photos. 419-476-9978 is the new number.
I thought that was the old number.
You're right. That is the old number because I put it right there. New number, 407-6994. 407-6994. It is right on the scroll if you're watching us on Facebook, Twitter, X or YouTube.
And that number is probably available on their Facebook page?
Probably. Freeze Frame Photos online. That new number again, 419-407-6994. Freeze Frame Photos, special moments frozen in time. I talked to him about setting up a special. You got your car already this year and you want to do some cool photos, cool photo session for it. Give Charlie a call, 419-407-6994, and they can do something pretty cool for you there.
Very good.
Even make some big, you could probably do posters, I think, which would be pretty cool.
His daughter has been working on building engines and carburetors. Scott?
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, Kristen is branching out. She's moonlighting part-time from her post office job, and photograph or racetrack photographs and building engines. Pretty cool.
All right. Don't forget, we'll be giving away an extra pizza tonight. Actually, it was pizza. What was it here?
Wings.
2 liter of Pepsi and order of wings. 3-item pizza. And we got something else here. 2 general admission tickets to Fremont Speedway opener to give away tonight. And I'll get with okay. So Big D's wants to give away 2 general admission tickets to Fremont. Is that all a combined thing, Dean? Are we doing that combined, or is that going to be 2 separate things? The pizza and the tickets, the food and the tickets. I guess it's not all just pizza. Let me know in the comments there when you hear this about 30 seconds from now, because everybody else is in the past. What are you looking at there? Right?
Oh, he was just wondering if Dave called Jason.
No, so okay, so we're doing them separate. It wasn't even 30 seconds. It was about 15-second delay, so that's not bad. Hashtag DCR is going to get you a chance to win a whole bunch of stuff. We'll do a bunch of drawings there at the end of the show. Got to mention Dittman Motorsports, the official Hoosier racing tire dealer for Northwest Ohio. So before you go ahead and dope your tires, get them from Dittman Tires. or Tippin Motorsports. He does any kind of race car service, bodies, parts, whatever. Give him a call, 419-283-8580. Don't dope your tires. Don't do that stuff and get fined and cause problems. It's bad stuff. Got a little bit of racing news to get through before we get to how many and give away some Big D's Pizza. We're giving away a lot of food tonight. Let's.
And I haven't had dinner yet.
Okay.
Latest racing news.
I guess Rich isn't on the phone. Isn't on the farmer anymore. Hashtag DCR. That gets you in for the decal drawing and the pizza giveaway and the tickets to Fremont Speedway. So we'll be doing all that in just a minute. 78 laps to go in Saturday's NASCAR Xfinity race. Dawson Cram tagged Joey Gase in the bumper down the front stretch. Gase went sideways into turn one and spun, backing it into the wall, making hard contact. Gase climbed from his mangled machine, grabbed the nearly dislodged rear bumper cover, and tore it the rest of the way off. Did you see that?
I didn't.
That was about when I turned on the race. He then walked down the track and tossed the bumper cover at the front windshield of Cram. Joey Gase was fined $5,000 for a safety violation after throwing his rear bumper cover. NASCAR officials announced Wednesday in their penalty report. Gase was penalized for violating sections 8.8.8K of the NASCAR rulebook, which states a safety violation may be imposed for any action or omission by a competitor or vehicle that creates an unsafe environment or poses a threat to the safety of the competitors as determined by NASCAR.
So their windshields aren't strong enough to catch just a
I think it was
cover?
more of his safety of walking on the track. Remember
Yeah,
they
I'm
kind of
sure.
frown upon that ever since the whole Tony Stewart incident at that track in New York.
Kind of smacks of that incident at Toledo Speedway many years ago.
Where that guy jumped through the windshield?
Right through the windshield, yeah.
Simcoe. I was there for that one.
Were you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that I think is the ultimate.
That was pretty
don't
cool.
throw something, throw yourself at him.
That'll work.
North Wilkesboro Speedway track officials said construction crews had begun to repair that mysterious cavern that they found underneath the grandstands. Remember we were talking about that last week? They thought it was an old still cave or something. They didn't find anything in it. It was just a 700 square foot void. But
Natural occurring?
I don't know about that, but they've been filling that in so that it'll be ready to host fans for the upcoming NASCAR All-Star Race Week, May 14th through the 19th. Construction crews from Baker's Construction Services began the process of pouring concrete into the large cavern. More than 600 aluminum seats were removed, and a large chunk of concrete seating was opened so construction crews could safely get inside and lay in the concrete to make repairs and fill the area.
U.S. military's got some stuff that they throw in bunkers that just, it's like expanding foam. They could have just...
They used some of that on Oak Island a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
To stop the water leaking.
That's it. That was pretty impressive.
His face. NASCAR officials have issued an indefinite suspension to part-time driver Greg Galding on Wednesday evening. The Charlotte, North Carolina Mecklenburg Sheriff's Department listed Galding among its arrest records Tuesday. According to department records, the Cornelius Police Department arrested Galding on Tuesday morning on misdemeanor domestic violence charges. Galding was released from custody later that afternoon. Galding has made 158 career starts across all three NASCAR National Series, none of which have come this year. His most recent start was in the Xfinity Series race at Daytona last year in August.
Oh, so he's been indefinitely suspended from something that he isn't doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And that is it for racing news. Not much news to get to this week on the show. And no Hammer Down hotline
Really?
playback. I know you're disappointed in that.
Oh, I really am.
Last week's was last week's the one about the why not a late model speed week?
Yeah.
If you do want to call or text, do so anytime, day or night. It's 419-318-3081, and we'll read it back or play it back on the show.
Give us a call at 419-318-3081.
I'd be curious to know
and extol the beautiful works of Hammer Down Racing Report. We'd like to hear that.
I don't know that our audience knows that word that you just used.
Which one?
Extol.
Oh. Do you know?
Sing our praises.
Do you know? Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to tell you to look it up in your Funkin' Wagnall, but that's okay. That's a line from an old Laugh-In show.
He's really showing
You're dating yourself.
And Funkin' Wagnall was an encyclopedia, Scott.
So 419-318-3081
for the week.
If you want to call or text anytime, day or night, and leave us a message.
Give us a call.
I'd be kind of interested to know what people think about the Denny Hamlin call versus non-call. What should have happened? What people think they could have done with that. So let's get to our how many and give away some Big D's pizza.
Ooh! I know who won last week.
Who?
Me.
How many?
Yeah. So last week's how many was how many late models and 410s combined would be at Attica. I still have tomorrow on there. That was actually last Friday.
Yeah.
The number was 58 total. 38 410s.
That was
That's impressive.
Big car count.
And I was a little surprised there was only 20 late models.
Yeah.
There was a lot of guys that weren't there. A lot of guys from Michigan. Was Spangler there?
Yeah, Spangler was there.
Yeah.
But Noonan wasn't there. He's out there a lot.
Right.
Missler wasn't there. But still, so 20 plus.
And only one from the Shields Club.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Braden. I didn't see him racing. So 58 was the total number. Ron said 56. I said 55. I was wrong, so congratulations, Ron. Our listener winner from last week, we had one person actually hit it right on. Picked 58. That'd be Kevin Schilling. So congratulations to Kevin Schilling, who gets himself a free Big D's pizza for winning last week's How Many. You have 30 days to claim your prize. This week's How Many, and a chance to win Big D's pizza, was going to be something about Fremont Speedway this weekend. But since, again, spoiler alert for our racing menu, everything's canceled. This week, we're going to go with the NASCAR race again. One of them, I should say. Not the Cup race. We're going with the Xfinity race. Another one of these obscure ones. How many laps will the 35th place finisher complete in the Dude Wipes 250? That is the race at Martinsville.
How many?
I'm guessing it's 250 laps.
I wonder
total.
How many cars start? I don't know how many cars start an Xfinity
I don't know.
race.
So it could be another one. 35th place car could be 0 because there wasn't 35.
I'm sure. I
think
it's 36,
usually,
but I could be wrong.
36.
Dave,
I picked 35.
Dave, I'm going to stall for a minute. Help me on this.
I picked 35 for you, though.
I know.
So if you want to get in on that, just go ahead and put your guess in the Facebook Live or the YouTube Live. Just put a number in there, how many laps you think the 35th place finisher in the Dude Wipes 250 will complete. Whoever's closest will win a Big D's pizza. If we have a tie, we'll spin the Big D's pizza wheel. Ron, what's your guess?
Oh, boy. And it is Martinsville, so that could be a Bristol kind of race. You can wind up with some really, really ugly cars starting the race.
Kevin's giving us the pizza.
Really?
Well, thanks, Kevin.
Ooh, that's wonderful.
We appreciate that.
Looks like
I guess you won Big D's pizza since you won last week.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'll
Ron.
share.
Okay. Give me some wings. So anyways, what's your guess there, Ron?
74.
74 laps. Mr. Gumby, would you like to participate?
I'll go 80.
And you, Mr. Hammer?
I'm going to go 81. I'm going to be optimistic.
We'll see.
It's Martinsville. Some really ugly cars will finish the race.
Yes. But now I'm covered from anywhere from 81 to 250. That's the benefits of losing the previous week. So, again, we'll give you till, let's see, what's the start time on the Xfinity race? 7:30 on Saturday night. So we'll give you till 7:30 Saturday night, Eastern time, right before the drop of the green flag.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
So if you're listening to us on the podcast, Apple Podcasts, where most people listen to us, just pull up our Facebook page or the YouTube page, find the live broadcast from Thursday, put your guess in. As long as it's before 7:30 on Saturday, you will be eligible.
Now, is it specific to Saturday in case weather jumps up?
The actual wording on your screen here, how many laps will the 35th place finisher in the Dude Wipes 250 complete? So it is not limited to a day.
So it didn't say Saturday.
No, but it could rain, even though they have the rain tires. If it rains hard enough and they get 125 laps complete, that could be the official distance.
Yeah.
There's a lot of variables there.
I'm safe.
I love Big D's Pizza. They guess 105. Awesome. Let's move on to our racing menu for this weekend. Then we'll give away some more pizza, some tickets to Fremont, and that window sticker.
And 2-liter bottle of Pepsi.
And wings.
Ooh, and wings.
Wings. A bunch of stuff to give. Yeah. They have, does he have different flavors of like sauce or rubs?
Sir. Yeah. Yeah, no, the ones I had were barbecue, and they were killer. I think next time I'm going to go with hickory smoked.
That sounds good. I like hickory smoked. All right, let's...
This weekend's Big D's Pizza Racing Menu.
So on the menu this weekend, we had 4 races in our area. All 4 are done. They're rained out, colded out, whatever you want to call it. Attica Raceway Park for Friday night. The Erie Blacktop Smith Paving Night, canceled. Fremont Speedway's opener, the Pub 400 Racing to Totality Night, canceled. Wayne County Speedway, Fast 5 show, canceled. And then Sunday, Eldora was going to have Super Stocks for the solar eclipse weekend.
And I think they were the first one to pull the plug.
I don't remember the order. I just know they all came in today. So everybody pulling the plug a little early on that. We do have some other series in action this weekend and next week. High Limit Sprint Car Series. It's going to be at Riverside International Speedway in Arkansas Tuesday night, April 9th. And the World of Outlaw NASA Energy Drink Sprint Car Series in action this weekend for the Wild Card Showdown at US 36 Raceway in Osborne, Missouri. That's tomorrow night, Friday night, April 5th. And then the Jason Johnson Classic at Arrowhead Speedway in Oklahoma, Saturday night, April 6th. All 3 NASCAR series in action this weekend. The Truck Series Long John Silver's 200 at Martinsville. That'll be Friday night at 7:30 on FS1. These times all Eastern time. NASCAR Xfinity Series Dude Wipes 250 at Martinsville Speedway. That's on Saturday night at 7:30 on FS1. And the Cup Series Cookout 400 at Martinsville on Sunday at 3 p.m. on FS1. And I believe probably one of the last races we'll be covering in Australia. The Perth Motorplex is going to be hosting the Maddington Toyota Grand Finale on Saturday. That'll be Saturday, April 6th, featuring sprint cars, late model speed cars, wingless sprints, and Formula 500s.
That's a pretty full show.
You think? So, yeah, and that's it for our Big D's Pizza Racing menu. Let's do our giveaways here. Let's see how many people we got. Well, that's not good. Looks like we got 34 entries, but let's... Oh, please tell me we didn't just lose all our entries. Well, we lost a little bit of our entries there.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened. So, let's do this. Everybody who's still listening, it still looks like there's a decent number. Hashtag DCR. Go ahead and put that back in again. Even if you did that earlier, because it looks like our contesting tool crashed, because now it's only showing 7 of the previously we had 34 entries. So hashtag DCR. Put that in again. We'll give you just a few minutes here to do that. And do apologize. Again, you can do that on the Facebook Live, the YouTube Live, maybe the Twitter as well.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. I do want to mention next week on the show, we'll be speaking with Barry Marlowe and Larry Bose.
Ooh.
We're going to do a little Waynesfield preview. Maybe we'll reconnect with Jason here. He didn't respond from Wayne County. See if he wants to come on next week. See what happened with him. But that'll be next Thursday night here on the show. And
did you enter again there, Mr. Gumby?
Yep.
All right.
Should we enter? No, I'll just mess things up. Again, we're going to be drawing 3 winners from this hashtag DCR. One winner will be getting the official Hammer Down Race Report window sticker, courtesy of DCR Graphics. One winner will be winning the large 3-item pizza, an order of wings, and a 2-liter of Pepsi. And then the third winner will get the 2 general admission tickets, courtesy of Big D's Pizza, to Fremont Speedway for their opener, which should be the 20th now of April. So, yeah.
So if you did enter earlier and if you entered earlier and
this has been one of those shows.
Haven't re-entered, better do it quick.
It's one of those live. Well, we're up to 32 again. So it looks like most people are back in here. Should we stall a little bit more, or should we give that, we done?
Yeah, a couple more entries. Come on, folks.
Get it back up to 34. Again, you can check out Hammer Down, same date, Toledo Speedway Open. Oh, that's right. The Rally Bill Classic's coming up on 20th, too. So a couple weeks we'll be talking to, I'm not sure who we're going to talk to for Toledo Speedway. We'll get with somebody, whoever took the place of Scott Schultz. Charlie doesn't. Charlie's more ARCA than...
or maybe Charlie.
Or maybe we can get Ron Drager.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah, he was good to talk to a few years ago.
Yes.
And while we have Mr. Gumby here, we can stall with him. Oh, no. What can people look forward to from you racing this year?
Well, we're back in the P51 for David Keegan. Again, didn't get fired this year again. Darn. But no.
Didn't get fired again?
Nah. We're just running a full season at Fremont. We got a few go-kart races we're going to hit this year. We're going to do a little more kart racing. And that's really about it.
And you have a track very close to your home, as a matter of fact, for the kart racing.
It's about 20 feet out my back door.
When's the first race you have there?
So me and Corey have been talking about it. It was going to be the 13th, but Big B running Idiot Series race that same day. So we're moving it back to May 19th. It's going to be a Sunday noon show.
Okay. Anything special or just...
So normally our fall one is our fall chug, where it's our beer race, but we're adding on an open show on top of that. So we're going to have 2 events into one that day.
So there'll be a beer chug at this race?
Yeah, that'll be the last event. We're going to run the open show first.
Why not do that first? That would make more sense.
No.
Did Corey dress up for the last one?
He actually didn't race in the last one.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, wait. Well, he actually did. He only made a few laps before Katie drowned him in beer.
Oh.
And then he just pulled off.
But was he wearing a costume?
No.
Oh. I still think it was the best that time they all dressed up as
Mario. I was in the garage working on a cart for a buddy of mine that he was going to run my cart. And I looked up, I'm like, what the hell is this? All these people dressed up walking down my driveway.
Doug Frost had a good idea. We could speak with Gary Lindahl. It's been a while since we spoke with him.
Yeah.
Look out! What was that?
Well, you think Flat Rock and Toledo should be combined into one interview?
Probably. Yeah, we're doing a lot of combining things. The Showdown Series, who's going to win that? It will be a Oakshade Superstock or a Fremont Dirt Truck.
I got to stay with the trucks.
You think so?
Stock cars got us last year, but we're stepping up our game this year.
But you come from the stock cars.
Yeah.
So you have no allegiance left for them. You're now on the truck side.
Yeah.
You've moved to the dark side, sir.
I'll stay there.
Okay. All right. We've stalled enough. Let's do this drawing and get out of here so Ron can get some dinner before he passes out. We don't want that. Right? You're not answering me. He's already on the verge of passing out.
Yeah. Where'd it go?
I don't know. Why isn't
it? Lose it again.
No, it's right there. But I can't put it on the screen for some reason. Oh, yeah. Giveaway tool. It's right there. We're good.
Hashtag.
We're all good. All right, here we go for the.
This is
for the sticker. First drawings for the sticker. If you don't win this first one, you still have a chance to win the food from Big D's. And if you don't win that, you still have a chance to win those 2 general admission tickets to the opener at Fremont. So, courtesy of Big D's.
I hope the folks from Evergreen don't rate us this weekend on professionalism.
Here we go. For the, it's organic. I believe that's what Jerry always used to say. It's organic. It's for the window sticker, Phil Blykamp. Get the Hammer Down Racing Report window sticker. Congratulations, Phil. You have 30 days to pick that up from Mr. Ron Miller. If not, he can keep it. Or you could bring it to a certain facility.
Yeah, you could bring it to a racetrack that
I could.
Mr. Hammer might be at.
I could. So, Phil, either reach out to me or Ron.
Yeah.
Let us know.
And we will make those arrangements.
There you go. So that's for the sticker. Congratulations, Phil. Next up, let's give away the 3-topping large pizza, order of wings, and 2-liter of, was it Pepsi or Pepsi product?
Pepsi.
Yeah. Here we go. For the food, sponging off of the hashtag DCR. Who's it going to be? Nancy Shane. She's got this fixed. Somehow she comes up there quite a bit. Congratulations, Nancy Shanehour. You got the large 3-topping pizza, order of wings, and 2-liter Pepsi.
Scott, I see this coming together. I'll bet she can bring pizza back.
You think so? I like that. We like it when people bring pizza back. Okay, here's the final one. This is for the 2 general admission tickets to the opener on, I almost said February, April 20th at Fremont Speedway, courtesy of Dean Henry there and Big D's Pizza. So here we go. Who's it going to be? Hey, it's the Ohio Sports Blitz. Ron Burt.
Yeah.
He's got a pair of tickets to go see the opener there at Fremont Speedway. He gets to watch you guys race. What's it going to be like racing against him?
I guess we'll find out.
I mean, you've raced against him before and beat him at Sandusky, right?
Yeah, but that's asphalt racing.
Okay.
We'll see. He has to catch me first. That's the biggest thing.
So how well do you predict he'll do this year?
Oh, he should do just fine. I watched him race 9/11 a few years ago, and he worked his way through the field there. He'll be perfectly fine.
Okay. Is he going to be able to pass you? Or are you going to be able to pass him?
Oh, I'll pass him for sure.
What about Steve? Steve's going to be a newbie in that.
Your father-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told him I was just going to wave at him when I passed him, and we'll see. I can be a little cocky about it because I got a little more experience right now there.
So have they been asking you for like pointers or anything?
No.
If they did, would you be sharing anything?
Not really, because he's the one that kind of sets up my truck too. So I don't got nothing to hide.
I gotcha.
And the other side of it is, if we found something with the new series of trucks, we could be updating his. So yeah, it's a family deal, Scott.
All right, very cool. Ron Burt, get with me or Dean Henry, and we'll figure out how to get you those Fremont general admission tickets. So congratulations, Ron Burt there, the Ohio Sports Blitz, also of the Magic Moment Entertainment DJ service.
Don't forget the $100 off.
Mention the Hammer Down Racing Report. His number scrolling at the bottom of the screen as well. And that's going to do it for this edition of the Hammer Down Racing Report.
We fumbled through another one, Scott.
Somehow we cobbled together a program tonight. Thanks to Shelley Farmer for filling in for Rich earlier tonight.
She did great. She really did.
Apologies to our Wayne County listeners tonight. Had things set up with Jason Flory. I'm not sure what happened with that. We'll try and hash that out.
We'll shoot for it again.
Yeah. But nonetheless, not a bad show. Thanks to Dave Kemmer, contributors John Young, Matt Swandard, Bob Stazak. Make sure to like us on Facebook. Follow us on X at Hammer Report. You can also follow us on YouTube as well. Listen to us on your favorite podcasting platform, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Check out HammerDownRacingReport.com. More information there. Rate and review us. Share us with your friends. Thanks to our sponsors, DCR Graphics, Dominator Race Products, Oakshade Raceway, Ron Miller Race Cars, Freeze Frame Photos, Dipman Motorsports, Magic Moment Entertainment, and Victory Fuel, the official drink of the Hammer Down Racing Report. Thanks again to our guests this week, Rich Farmer and unsuspecting guest, Shelley Farmer.
Yeah.
Did a very good job. Again, next week, Barry Marlowe, Larry Bowes will be with us talking about the Waynesfield preview. They got GLSS show scheduled to kick off the season there.
Will we be
Saturday
talking
night.
about the GLSS schedule?
Yeah, we're going to talk GLSS with Barry as well.
Very good.
And we'll be talking mostly Waynesfield stuff with Larry.
I know Barry's...
Larry and Barry's. The Larry and Barry show next week.
Barry's very shy, so I hope we can get
Barry's
him to
very
talk.
shy. Right. So that'll be next week, 7 o'clock Thursday night. Tune in then. I'd say go out and support your local track, but they're all underwater this week, so maybe bring a bucket if you go out to support them and try and bail things out, get things ready for next week. So
Cool.
We're out of here. We'll see you next week. And Dave, anytime you want to stop in, stop in. You contributed so much to the show then. So much.
It's not that far of a drive.
Ah, sure.
Who knows? Maybe next time we'll show up on the cart.
Okay. That was always fun, watching you drive down the street in that little tiny go-kart. Well, thanks for coming in anyways.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure. See you next week.
See you, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
You have been listening to the Hammer Down Racing Report, available on demand on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting platform.